Major General Yeager, Mr. Eldon, Professor Knuth, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bob Johnson. I'm a retired Air Force officer, and I'm so delighted to be here at University Village with such a beautiful venue to honor our distinguished veteran Eldon Knuth. And especially important this month when we celebrate the 75th anniversary of the end in World War II on September 2nd. And it so happens tomorrow is the 30th anniversary of when I retired from the Air Force. And a short time after that, I began this wonderful journey to volunteer to help our senior veterans get recognition and awards. And this is just one of the more memorable events today. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of the national anthem. Military will remain at attention, and veterans may hand salute. And the rest of you can place your hands over your heart. I'd like to invite up Gary Garofalo to lead us in the pledge.
Ladies and gentlemen, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. We are here today to bestow the Bronze Star Medal on Professor Eldon Knuth. I'd like to refer to the handout program you have for a history on the Bronze Star Medal, which is pretty detailed, but in Eldon's case, he is receiving it because he was awarded the Combat Infantryman's Badge, and he recently found out when he got his another set of medals, he got a second award. The Combat Infantryman's Badge and the Combat Medic's Badge were authorized the Bronze Star Medal right after the end of World War II. I'd like to now call up Dmitry Estrin, the Executive Director of University Village, to give us a welcome.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. My name is Dmitry Estrin, and I'm the Executive Director here at University Village. Welcome to University Village in Oakview. Thank you, honored guests, family, friends, for being here today with us. We're very pleased and honored to host this presentation ceremony for the Bronze Star Medal to our very own Professor Eldon L. Knuth. It is my privilege to be part of this historic event, as I realize that without brave men and women like Professor Knuth, who sacrificed their lives 75 years ago during World War II, many of us, including me, would not be here today recognizing our honoree. Before we get started, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to Robert Johnson, retired Lieutenant Colonel of United States Air Force, who initiated the process of recognizing Professor Knuth, as well as Major General Laura Yeager, Commanding General of the 40th Infantry Division, California Army National Guard, for being here to assist with presenting this award. I'm also grateful to our activities, food and beverage, and our entire team for their collaboration with Lieutenant Colonel Johnson on hosting this wonderful event. Lastly, on behalf of our entire family at University Village in Oakville, I want to take this opportunity to thank all active branches of military for their service to our country and for keeping us here, safe and home. At this time, I would like to bring back Lieutenant Colonel Johnson for the introduction of the special guests.
Thank you, Dmitri. We are pleased to have a number of special guests here with us today. I've already introduced Major General Laura Yeager, Commander of the California Army National Guard and the 40th Infantry Division. And she has with her here a number of staff members: Colonel Gilbert Roldan, Chief of Staff; Major Eric Underwood, Secretary of the General Staff; Captain Quezon Griego, Aide-de-Camp; Sergeant Rizal Masmano, Executive Assistant, and we also have several other staff members with us today. So welcome the 40th. And I was very pleased to learn we have a representative from the Air Force. We're pleased to have from the 146th Airlift Wing, the National Guard, Senior Airman Michelle Ober, and she will be taking some great photographs today. And now I'm pleased to introduce Eldon Knuth and his family. He is here with his wife, Margaret, his daughter, Gail Garofalo, and son-in-law, Gary Garofalo, who led us with the pledge, Margaret's son, Mark Nicholson, his wife, Carolyn, and son, Mark. And do we have any other veterans here? Thank you for your service. From University Village, in addition to your executive director, Dmitri, we have Holly Butler, Life Enrichment Director. She's been really helpful with me. Ernie Sandlin, Marketing and Public Relations. It's now my honor to move into the presentations of part of the program, and I am very pleased to invite up Major General Laura Yeager, Commanding General of the 40th Infantry Division, California National Guard, for the Bronze Star presentation. I had the pleasure of meeting her at the change of command ceremony at the 40th Infantry headquarters in Los Alamitos of June of last year, and I learned a lot about Army traditions at that time. It's my pleasure to bring up Major General Laura Yeager. Please give her a warm welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, honored guests, Lieutenant Colonel Johnson, Dmitri Estrin. Thank you so much for having us here today. A special welcome to the family and friends of Private First Class Professor Dr. Knuth. This is such a pleasure to be here with you today, sir, to present this award to you. I'd like to again pass my thanks on to you, Bob, for doing the work to make sure that we're doing this award ceremony today. Much appreciated. So this is a long overdue and well-deserved award. The Bronze Star is the 4th highest ranking award, and it's given to brave or meritorious action in a combat zone. It's as important for the Army to recognize individuals for their service as it is for members of the Army and our communities to see individuals awarded for meritorious service. If you serve with distinction, it cannot go unrecognized. We think we're living in trying times, and certainly the combined effects of pandemic, wildland fires, economic uncertainty, racial disparities, and all the tensions that we face today are definitely rocking the state and the nation. But with reflection, we know we have been through much worse. My parents used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. I think we're all kind of familiar with that one. Professor Knuth, you are tough. You are wicked smart, you're a lifelong learner, an adventurous traveler, accomplished genealogist, recognized researcher, prize-winning author, Professor Emeritus, mentor to others, dad, husband. You are an American hero. Albert Einstein said, "Try not to become a man of success, rather become a man of value." You are a man of success, value, and an absolute inspiration. Americans of your character from across this country pulled together as a team, endured much in combat, defeated our enemies to ensure our freedom and prosperity. And you just never stopped making the world a better place. Your example shows us just how strong we can be and how important it is to never stop seeking a better future. Thank you for your service to the nation. We will now present the orders. Major Underwood, please publish the orders.
Attention to orders. The Bronze Star Medal is awarded to Private First Class Eldon L. Knuth of the 379th Infantry Regiment and the 95th Infantry Division for exceptional meritorious achievement in ground operations against the enemy during the Northern France and Rhineland campaigns and European Theater of Operations. Signed, Mark T. Esper, Secretary of the Army.
This is a time for photos for the both of them. You may now return to your seats. I'd like to mention that we have a couple of other recognition items. Eldon received a certificate of commendation from Assembly Member Jackie Irwin from the California 44th Assembly District. I don't know if it's here on display, but he received it the other day. And Eldon, I have another little surprise for you. As you all know, Eldon, from the bio, he retired as a professor emeritus from UCLA. I had extended an invitation to the head of the department he retired from, but he could not attend. So I'd like to read excerpts from a letter that Professor Panagiotis Christophides sent to you. Dear Eldon, Major General Yeager, Lieutenant Colonel Johnson, veterans, colleagues, and friends, on behalf of UCLA, we are grateful to all of you for bestowing this great and well-deserved honor, a Bronze Star Medal, to World War II hero and UCLA Professor Emeritus of Chemical Engineering, Eldon Knuth. When I read the email of Lieutenant Colonel Johnson that this Bronze Star Medal recognizes Eldon's service and contributions during the Second World War, I was immediately filled with strong emotions and memories from my childhood years in the 1970s in Athens, Greece. This was too close to home for me. My father and many of his friends had fought in the Second World War alongside Americans and other Europeans against the Nazi Germany. And I remember as a kid hearing many stories of heroism of soldiers fighting for freedom. It is because of heroism and self-sacrifice of heroes like Eldon Knuth and all of you here today that all of us, both in Europe and in America, are free today to pursue our dreams in all areas of life. Personally, I am deeply honored to have the opportunity to get to know Eldon Knuth, a World War II hero and a truly great colleague. Congratulations, Eldon, for receiving the Bronze Star Medal today, and we look forward to seeing you in Margaret soon. Best regards, Panagiotis Christofides, Distinguished Professor and Department Chair of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. Eldon, as an engineer, I'm really proud of you too. I'd now like to invite Eldon to make a few remarks of thank you and whatever you'd like to say to your audience here.
I would like to thank Bob for all of his efforts in doing this, not only for me, but for many others. Thanks again, Bob. And thanks to General Yeager, came all the way down from Sacramento. Thank you. And the personnel here at University Village have been very cooperative in putting this together. I think particularly of Holly Butler and Early Sandlin. And a special recognition to my wife, Margaret, my best friend. She is the one who found the ad for University Village in the newspaper 9 years ago. Thank you.
Eldon, it's a great honor to have you here today, and I'm going to relish your friendship for the rest of my life. I'd like to now acknowledge also a number of individuals and organizations that help with our planning. University Village, what a great place. Dimitri, you have a wonderful staff, and I've worked closely with Holly and Ernie and Ann and Christy and your media contact in Kansas City, Chelsea. And Michael Aviles, I understand, has helped with the food and beverages. And of course, the 40th Infantry Division, they're here in force today. Major General Yeager, really appreciate you coming down for this. I know this was very special for you. So again, thank you very much for your presence. And to all of you listening in from University Village, I hope you've enjoyed this wonderful event to honor your resident Professor Knuth. Thank you very much. We're now going to do some photographs with the family and the military and staff.